Title: I texted, "My son is in the emergency room." My wife replied, "I'm busy with my parents. We are having a barbecue party." Then my mother-in-law insulted my son, so I canceled their mortgage payments. Start: I texted her with trembling fingers. "Our son is in the emergency room." Her reply came back fast, cold, like she'd been waiting to hit send. "I'm busy with my parents. We are having a barbecue party." No panic, no fear, no love. Just smoke, meat, and laughter on her side while my boy lay hooked to machines. That was the moment the ground split beneath me. I remember when we built this life together. She said she wanted family, security, respect. I gave her all three: a house, a marriage, a son she once pretended to adore. Her parents, always circling, always taking, called me the provider, the reliable one. I thought it was gratitude. It was dependence. They leaned and I carried. When my son was born, I believed he'd anchor her heart. I was wrong. To her, he was just another obligation to outsource, another thing I'd cover while she drifted back to her parents' arms. The betrayal didn't announce itself all at once. It dripped. A forgotten school recital, a missed doctor's appointment, excuses stacked like dishes in their kitchen sink. But that night, the ER and the barbecue, that was the blade sliding clean through. Hours later, when I finally got him home, she didn't even ask how he was. Her mother did call, though, not to check on her grandson, but to lecture me about overreacting. And when I pushed back, she spat it out like poison. "Maybe if your son weren't so weak, we wouldn't all have to worry so much." Her words didn't just cut, they buried themselves in me. My boy, weak? He'd fought for breath since birth, stronger than any of them ever would be. That's when my grief turned into something sharper. I didn't yell, I didn't curse, I smiled. Because in that moment, my plan was born. I started quietly. Passwords, account logins, loan agreements. All those years of being the reliable one meant the financial house was built with my hands, my credit, my name. They never noticed when I requested duplicate statements, never questioned why I updated online access. They were too busy spending, smiling, bragging about the life I made possible. I waited, patiently. Every Sunday they gathered with neighbors in their backyard, grilling, laughing. They thought that was stability, tradition. I knew it was an illusion built on debt. One by one, I set the dominoes. The mortgage, under my control. I canceled the auto pay, rerouted the notices. The car loan, same story. The credit cards, they lived off them like oxygen. I cut them clean. Not overnight, no, that would have been mercy. I staggered it. A few days here, a week there. Confusion first, then frustration, then panic. The first call came from her father. "Something's wrong with the bank. The mortgage didn't clear." I kept my voice calm, concerned. "Strange, I'll look into it." I never did. Then her mother. "The credit card's been declined. At the store. Embarrassing." I murmured sympathy. "Must be a glitch. Try again tomorrow." I knew tomorrow would be worse. And when the car disappeared from their driveway, reclaimed by the lender, they finally began to understand the ground was crumbling. The confrontation came sooner than I expected. They stormed into my house, voices raised, faces red. My wife at their side, silent but complicit. Her father slammed the table. "You're destroying us!" Her mother hissed, "After all we've done for you!" I let them spit, rage, unravel. Then I leaned forward, steady, unblinking. "You insulted my son." The room froze. My wife blinked, confused. Her parents exchanged looks, suddenly cautious. "You called him weak," I continued, my voice low, razor sharp. "That was the last debt you'll ever collect from me." They tried to backpedal, stammering, twisting words, but I wasn't listening anymore. I pulled the folder from beneath the table. Statements, notices, repossession letters. I dropped them like cards in a final hand. "This," I said, "is everything you built on my back. And this," I tapped the papers, "is how it ends." Their faces drained. My wife finally spoke, whispering, "You wouldn't," but she saw it in my eyes. I already had. The fallout was swift. Neighbors whispered as the foreclosure sign went up. Their friends stopped calling.
The barbecue pit grew cold, weeds climbing through cracked concrete. Her parents, once so proud, so loud, now hid behind drawn curtains, reduced to nothing more than bitter silhouettes in a rotting house. My wife tried to play mediator at first, then victim. She begged, accused, wept, but she never apologized. Not to me, not to our son. And every time she looked at me for mercy, all I saw was that text message. I'm busy with my parents. We are having a barbecue party. Do I regret it? No. Regret is for the guilty. I am not guilty. My son sleeps peacefully now, safe in a world where his worth is no longer measured by people too shallow to see his strength. He smiles at me like I'm enough, and for him, I am. As for her, as for them, they thought they could treat my boy as disposable, my role as replaceable. They learned otherwise. I built their world, and I burned it down. I didn't need fire or shouting or violence. I only needed silence, patience, and the truth of what they had forgotten. The provider can always choose to stop providing. And when he does, the party ends.